quite like this setup. Do you like this setup? I like this setup. Mind my voice. Bit fucked right now. It's not because I was celebrating the England win too hard. It is because I have got sick. By the way, being sick during a heat wave is the worst combination of things in existence. I don't think there's anything worse than that. That's worse than that. Stuck at your house, coughing. Why are you coughing in this weather? Why am I getting a chest infection and it's about 55 degrees outside? GG's, what's happening outside? Someone shouting at their youths. Pick up their youth. Anyway, what was I saying? Whoever gave it to me, I don't rate you. And I hope you take a deep look in the mirror. I'm just here to say that the pre-orders are out. Yes, I have pre-ordered it. Technically, it wasn't me that pre-ordered it. It was my girlfriend that pre-ordered it for me. So I have now got to go in this video and big her up and say I love her very much. And when I see her, I'm going to give her loads of hugs and kisses because she pre-ordered the game for me and that's a good girlfriend. I'm not going to act like I didn't necessarily manipulate her into it. But, you know, you don't ask, you don't get, you know what I mean? So thank you very much, love. £90 for Ultimate Edition in the UK. Is it 70 for regular? I should have double checked. Anyway, I got Ultimate Edition, and the reason I say that is to say everything that still comes after what I'm going to say now is valid. Although I bought the game, believe me, I'm going to be there at midnight, 11:59, waiting for the seconds to come down to play that game until I literally can't anymore and I have to go sleep. I am allowed to critique the fact that what they're doing with the Ultimate Edition is a little bit scummy. Just a little bit. Sorry, there's just some youth watching me right now. It's kind of awkward. What was I saying? I'm not mad at paying £90 for a game that big and enjoy it and probably play it for a very, 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 very long time. But, you know, the whole customization thing in terms of like only certain shops are unlocked if you have the Ultimate Edition, and, you know, certain vehicles and certain skins and even like mechanic things. I think there's like certain raids that you can only do or something if you have the Ultimate Edition. Like if this was Ubisoft, we would all be chatting shit. So that's all I'm here to say, innit? I still got it though. Not with my money, but yeah. Physical copies. To be honest, I don't really want to mention Rockstar because I don't feel like it has anything to do with them specifically. If they had the choice, probably, I don't know them personally, they would have done physical copies if it wasn't for what Sony's doing. So speaking about Sony, yeah, if we talk about scummy, that's real scummy, isn't it? And same sentiment here. I was chatting to my boy and he was saying like he doesn't really care, to be honest, innit? It don't affect him, but he can understand why there's so much outrage about it. And like, you can have that opinion, that's fine. Even me, I probably haven't bought a physical game in like the last 2 years, to be honest. Digital's become very convenient, but to take the option away from us, I think it's kind of just like ridiculous, isn't it? And I knew that this was something that was going to happen in our lifetime, don't get me wrong, but like this soon. I'm 21, bro. I ain't like, I don't know, 46, 35. I thought that's when this type of shit will be happening, where they'll proper like disregard consumers and just like try and gain a monopoly over everything. But it looks like they're trying to speed run that shit, boy. Yeah, come join in. What, we're talking about the World Cup and that, bro. It's content. Anyway, speaking about the World Cup, because that's a good transition. It's been a bit mad, isn't it? In like a good way, though. In a good way. Like coming into it, I did not feel the vibes at all. It being in America all the timings and that before it even necessarily proper started, innit? And I feel like that was kind of like the vibe around England, especially London. Man, them were just not really excited. They didn't feel the same. I don't know if that's because of past traumas and us being in the Euros final and however many finals and losing. So I don't know, maybe it wasn't necessarily the hope. The hope wasn't there, but I think like it's not really that. It might be a mix of that and everything else, it being America at the times, like I said. But I'll be honest, man, it's been great. I was a skeptic of the new format, but it's won me over, innit? All these legends stats have been like basically already, what's the word, not taken over, but like they're about to lose all the stats and that in terms of Pele, most assists and this and that. And yeah, I know it's because there's more games that happen naturally, but I don't know, man, it's been fun. There's been a lot of underdog stories. There's specific games that I can talk about. Cape Verde, Argentina, Egypt, Argentina, a lot of ones including Argentina, to be honest, England, Mexico. It's just been fun. It was a very, very core life experience, you know, when you're doing something in that moment. And I don't know if you ever have this. It happens to me randomly, and then you just zone out for a second, and you're like, rah, like this is like a core life memory. Like this is gonna be a story that I'm gonna tell people in however many years, 10, 20 years. I mean, maybe even next year, in 5 years. And that's how it felt with like the England-Mexico match. France are amazing, bro. I don't think enough people are talking about Elise. Enough people are definitely talking about France and them being the favourites. And even I think they're the favourites, if not England. I think it's going to be a France-England final, to be fair. But like, Elise, I think he's been the best player this World Cup. And like, not that it's not debatable, because I guess it's what you take from football and the different attributes that you like, innit? But like, some of the passes he's made, the spaces he finds himself in, the fact that, don't get me wrong, that France game that I watched, was it Paraguay? No, it wasn't Paraguay. It was the one before that where they mash up the team. It was that 3-0 or something. I forgot what game it was. I forgot who they were playing. He missed like 2 chances that he probably should have scored, didn't it? But I don't think that takes away from like the assist and just the way he's playing. He's fucking cold, man. He's cold. I wanted to talk about the Argentina-Egypt thing, because I'm seeing bare man talk about how they think it's like corruption and that. And I just think that it's not as obvious as that. Egypt scored like an amazing goal, and it should have been taken, and it shouldn't have been taken away. I don't think that's what VAR should be used for anyway. A foul happens 40, 50 seconds before the goal comes in, and man dribbles down the whole pitch. Crazy assist, crazy goal. And then they go back to see a little toe niggle that happened. Like, you can say it's a foul, fair enough, but I just don't think that's what VAR should be used for. The clear and obvious thing always gets mentioned, doesn't it? And to me, that wasn't clear and obvious. So I don't know why that happened. And then obviously on the other end of the pitch, with what happened with Argentina, I don't know if it was Martinez and Salah. I want to say it was them two. The defender, the Argentinian defender, did get the ball first, and then I think there was a collision, and I don't think it was a foul, if I'm being honest. So I do think it was the right decision, but at the same time, I don't think the first one was the right decision anyway. So if you're not going to give the first one, why'd you give the second one? I mean, if you're not going to give the first one, then why don't you give the second one? Some people say because, you know, there's corruption, subconscious bias, big team bias, whatever it is. I think it's a little, I don't know, it's not black and white, innit? I think it's probably whatever you want to think it is, to be honest. I'm enjoying myself. This has been a fun summer. It can only get better with not a few weeks, a bit more than a few weeks, a month left.
Maybe we should go. I think you'll be worth it, baby.